Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your homie, Mr. BoA, man. We're in the game. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people, man. They've been, you know, trying to get their beard game together. And I'm gonna tell you a few simple things about this beard game thing, man. You have to understand that as a man, your beard texture is the same as your hair texture. So why are you treating your beard differently from how you treat your hair? Like when you let them connect, they're the exact same grade of hair. No man has a completely different grade of hair on his beard than he has on his head. So I say, take your time and figure out what works on your head. And that is how you figure out what works on your beard. I see black men getting beard advice from white men. I see white men getting beard advice from black men. That is crazy. There is no way I'm going to use the same thing on my beard that a white man uses. And he should use the same thing on his beard that I use. Like, we have two different hair textures. What works for white hair doesn't work for black hair. So anything is going to promote growth. There are certain chemicals and certain nutrients that create growth in anything. But you're not going to see me using manes and tails on my damn beard when manes and tails is for horse tails. You see what I'm saying? For horse manes and tails. So you have to understand, man, that what you do with your hair on your head is what you do with your beard. Fred B is in the building. Richard McDowell Jr. is in the building. Shaheem Lately is in the building. Marcus Zipmore, what's good, brother? So I'm going to give you a few tips on beard, man. Like, look at the texture, look at the thickness of my beard. Look at the thickness of my beard. Now tell me, why would I as a man brush my beard when it's this long? I'm a black man. I ain't trying to get no waves, and this is too long for waves. Why am I going to brush it? You know what you have to do? You take this fine tooth little comb right here, this little comb with the little teeth. If you can't do this, if you can't take this through your beard, you're not taking care of your beard, homie. You don't brush your beard this long. Oh, and it's easy to go. You got to be able to go from the bottom too. See what I'm saying? If you can't take this fine tooth comb through your beard, man, then your beard game is not up to par. As a black man, this is how you take care of your hair. Your hair should be able to take a fine tooth comb like this. That's how you take care of your beard. So whatever you do for your hair, just imagine if you were growing your hair out like your beard. What products would you use for your hair? Those are the products you use for your beard. It's the exact same hair. It's on the exact same head. And if you let them connect, they'll look exactly alike. You never seen a man with a nappy afro, man, that had straight beard. You got to take care of yourself the way that you take care of yourself. So, and the reason I'm addressing this, because I saw the homie Chris Jones, man, he trying to grow his beard out, and he got beard advice from Alpha Destiny. Now, Alpha Destiny is the homie as well, but we're talking about a black guy getting beard advice from a white guy. It's the same thing as asking a white guy how to get waves in your head. Asking a white guy how to lock up your dreadlocks. He has no idea. He knows what works for his beard. And although if you're growing your beard, it's gonna grow some. But if you want this phenomenal growth, listen, man, I didn't have any of this a week ago. This is my growth in a week. Well, I had this down here, I'm not gonna lie, but this on the side, like this is my growth in a week, man. Like this was all low to where you could see the skin on my face. This is my growth in a week. And all the while it's growing because I'm combing it, not brushing it. Brushing is for waves, man. You ever seen a woman with long hair comb her hair? I mean, brush her hair to get it right? No, man. If it's long and straight, yeah, she may brush it then, but even then they don't brush. So I just want to address that, man, before we start this video, man, because I am the expert on this beard thing, man. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the expert on this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Fine tooth comb here, man. Smallest, man, this is about the smallest comb you can find. And I am brushing straight through this thick beard with that. And I'm a black man, 100% Mandinka. So, let's see, man. Max7114 is in the building. DeRay Vicious is in the building. Appreciate that, Ray. Gerald Burge is in the building. Mecca Don, what's good? I see you in here. Good to see you in here. Melvin Slaughter, what's good, bro? J Rock is in the building. What's good, brother? Yeah, now in the beginning, of course, you want to brush it in the beginning. When it's low, you want to brush it, but you want to brush it every day. But you want to apply oils and nutrients to your beard that make black hair grow. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the same thing. And Alpha Destiny has a killer beard. You know what I'm saying? His beard is killer. But like I caught him in a total of 2 weeks. I caught him on length and everything in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I'm genetically blessed, man, for hair growth though. So, but still, I caught his length in 2 weeks, man. So I'm gonna start giving up some game, man, about products that I use, man, for my beard to be able to, as I stated, once again, be able to take a beard this long, take the finest tooth comb that is really available to us, and go straight through that beard like that, man. The whole thing. Oh, and come up from the bottom too, just in case you think I'm around here playing. You got to come up from the bottom too. And now listen, let me let you hear the snap, crackle, and pops. So even with me just going through it, I can wait 2 minutes and go back through it, and you'll hear the snap, crackle, and pop again. This is a daily maintenance routine, man. You got to comb your beard when it gets to a certain length, and you can't still be brushing it. So, all right, let's get back into this. Yeah, that sports bill was tight, man. I like that. We'll start doing that from time to time, man. So, you know, you have to understand, man, that, and you know, and be honest with you, man, I learned a lot of this hair stuff, man, from my grandmother. My grandmother, man, right now, well, before she passed, man, my grandmother still had 2 braids in her hair, man, like 2 big Indian braids going down the middle of her head, man. She like 86 with 2 big Indian braids going down her hair. Never put a perm in her head in her life, man. She used to put kitty perms in there. My grandma used to put just for me in her head. Like when she was in her 40s and 50s, she was putting just for me kitty perms in her head, man. You know what I'm saying? And no lie, they don't have any lie in them. So, you know, just learning these things, man, learning to take care of yourself, man. And you know what I'm saying? I am the president of the Alpha Beard Gang, man. So I have some new beard products coming up soon, man, that I recommend. And if you want your beard to be top notch, now let's try this again. Let's do snap, crackle, and pop. Just that quick. Snap, crackle, and pop. All right, let's get into this, man. I want to sit here and keep, you know what I'm saying, killing the beard game rules, man. So, welcome back to another episode of the High Altitude Show. I'm your host with the most, Mr. BoA, a.k.a. Dr. BoA, also known as Book of Alpha Running Me. We are in the building today, man, and what we want to chop it up about is something real. I was listening to a stream, man, where a cat did a video, man, responding to AMS. And in the comments, there were guys saying, a couple of well-known guys in the manosphere were saying that AMS better watch himself because he's making himself a target for women. He's making himself a target for feminism. They're going to shut him down and hurt him financially and do all these types of things to him. And this is what these guys were saying. And, you know, they were saying things like AMS doesn't understand that he's making himself a target by blah, 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 and doing all of these things, man. And I thought about that and I said, listen to the fear, not even fear for themselves, fear for another man. It bordered on actually hoping that the man fails, actually hoping that something happens to the man, that feminism or women attack him and bring him down so they can say, yeah, he know no better. He should have known better. Man, that is fear, bro. That is the ultimate fear that men have of women in this society. And we know about the addiction. There are men out here who are going through different things in relationships over and over and over again because they have an addiction to the female that is so strong that they can't bring themselves to accept the fact that if it happened before and it happened a second time, it's probably going to happen the third time. So these men go back and forth through all of these scenarios over and over again, being treated as such. My city's in the building. J Rock is in the building. DT Crypto. Udin Allah is in the building. King George III. What up, KG3? So when I hear things like that, and I say, let's be perfectly honest. There are men who have had much fewer subscribers and much fewer views than AMS who have been taken down. Obviously, they've tried. Obviously, they've come at him sideways. But I ask these men, if you are a man of God, if you worship the Most High and you rely on the Most High, why is it that your fear is not of the Most High and doing what He wants you to do, as opposed to your fear being what women are going to do to you if you do what the Most High put you here to do? Obviously, what AMS is doing is what the Most High put him here to do. But here are men saying, don't worry about the Most High. These men believe that the powers of feminism are stronger than the Most High, man. They must believe that. You must believe that if you believe a man should fear entities that are man-made when he is on a mission for the Most High. I can't buy into that. Hence, the title of this particular joint. Women, man's addiction to and fear thereof. Men, the majority of men are either afraid of women or addicted to women. And that is the reality of the situation. That is how it is. Get these, get more is in the building. Jimmy's life story is on deck. Jimmy's life story. I appreciate the super chat, brother. Home say Savage Pack in the building. Good to tune in again, no doubt, bro. Good to see you in the building, man. DJ Lit is in the building. What up, Lit? So I say, let's cover some things, some basic things that represent this fear and addiction that men have of women. And most men, not some men, most men have these addictions in one form or another. We can count on that. This is not something I'm making up. This is the reality of the situation, man. Let me get in here, man, and pull a couple of links, man. So when I say that these men must understand. Yeah, I appreciate everybody, man, that's jumping over there, man, grabbing these Savage Pack hoodies, man. The Savage Pack is the one, it's blowing. Savage Pack is blowing, man. I appreciate that. Matter of fact, man, let me give y'all a quick link to the Savage Pack right quick. Chris Real is in the building. What up, Riggs? I'm gonna have to redo the design on No Jack January, man. Y'all ain't really messing with them too much. Obviously, y'all ain't feeling that, but it's cool. I just redesign them. All right, let's get into this thing, man. There you go, man. Savage Pack sweatshirts and tees right there, man. If you would rather support the channel through PayPal, man, let me give you that link as well before we get into this thing. All right, now let's get into this thing, man. So, of course, you know the number one thing that I want to cover on this list is men's desire, men's willingness, men's whatever you want to call it, to worry about dodging feminism. Like, men are worried about dodging feminism. Let's listen to how that sounds. Men are worried about dodging feminism. It is all around us. It is everywhere. Do you know what kind of life you're going to live if your goal is to dodge feminism? Man, you're going to be ducking and dodging and ripping and running around your whole damn life, man. Oh, I'm going to check on that, Jimmy. I'm going to check on that, man. Matter of fact, I'm in there now, man. Let me check on that right now, man. Homie say he tried to purchase No Jack January phone case, man. Let me check that out. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, man. I ain't really got time to do it now in the middle of this stream, but I'm gonna check that out, bro. I appreciate you letting me know that. Queeks the Great is in the building. What up, Keys? Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Home fitted hoodies are dope. I appreciate that, bro. Now, when you think about worrying about dodging feminism, man, it's like dodging feminism in this society is like dodging oxygen. Nigga, how you gonna dodge oxygen? Let's say like dodging carbon monoxide. With all these cars around, how you gonna dodge carbon monoxide? Even if you stay in your crib, man, it's cold enough and you turn on your gas starting fireplace, that's carbon monoxide, man. Carbon monoxide is everywhere. If you eat beef, regular beef out the store, it's got carbon monoxide on it to make it look fresher. So tell me how you're gonna avoid that. But that's how men are trying to avoid feminism. Man, you got to live your life, man. I think it's really weak, man, and shows a sign of great fear for men to be concerned about what women are going to do. If you listen, we're not even talking about committing crimes. We're not talking about doing anything. These men have created a conversation in a comment section on a video talking about how this man had better fear women simply because of what he says. Simply because of talking. There is a level of self-respect that is lacking in a man who views the world from that perspective. If you're afraid of women, I know like hell you're afraid of cops. But let me tell you something. The same brother will have an all-out spat, will attack another brother online, but will never open his mouth to say a word about a female, no matter how much she offends him or any other man, or just masculinity in general. That is fear, homie. You can say, I'm just being smart. No, you're just being afraid. And you think that that fear is smart. Call it what it is. Let me adjust my camera, man. My camera kind of over in the other, I feel like I'm having to look over that direction. So what you have to understand is this, man. I think I can get it directly on that line right there. Let me see. All right, that should be better. That should be better. Justy Beezy is in the building, man. No Jack January, Justy Beezy is a campaign that we doing, man. Well, we ain't doing no fapping in January, man. We ain't doing nobody doing no jacking off in January, man. We gonna keep our seed to ourselves in January, man. So I think that No Jack January, man. I think that hoodie is dope, man. So I'm gonna leave it like it is. I ain't gonna worry about redoing the design. I'm gonna leave it like it is. It's dope. You can see it on the screen there, man. You can see 3 hoodie designs I got, man. The No Jack January, the Savage Pack. Savage Pack, go ahead and get your Savage Pack, because after No Jack January, we go into the Savage Pack, which is the only way that we give women intimacy. We don't do no slow love making and no we don't get with women, man, to get down to Keith Sweat. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Music too slow. You can't have a Savage Pack rhythm to no Keith Sweat, man. So the second thing on this list, man, is using the internet as a hiding ground to spew anger. You know how many men, I heard a man say that, and this was a cat came in my comment, man. He said, man, that, you know, to the video response I made to AMS, you know, just adding to his thought that, you know, there are 2 types of beta males. You know, when I said that all men must know at this point, there aren't many men who don't know what's going on at this point. And AMS said, you know, and then a guy came to the comment, man, the homie came in and said that, that the red pill is nowhere as big as feminism. And I thought about that and I said, you're right. You know why it isn't? Because men come here and hide on the internet to be red pill. Red pill is not as big as it should be because, and to be honest with you, we talk a lot of things about MGTOW, but MGTOW are the only guys on the in any type of red pill outlook that said, man, to hell with what the detriment is, to hell with what's going to happen. We gonna put it out there. They jumped out there, man. MGTOW, be perfectly honest with you, when it comes to pushing red pill into the world, MGTOW is at the forefront. We can talk about them. We can talk about what they do. But if you really talk about, spend a whole lot of time spewing negative energy about MGTOW, man, you just being a hater, because they're the ones who put the red pill out there. And any man who has a problem with that is afraid. He's afraid that now they're going to come and shut us all down. The only way you can be shut down as a red pill man is if your ass is just red pill online. They can't shut you down on red pill in your real life. If you live a red pill life, how they going to shut your life down? They can shut your source of spewing your venom, of acting like you're red pill down. See, if they take all the red pill offline, then you guys who fake like you're red pill can't be red pill. Not every man who says he's red pill is red pill. Not every man who spews his venom is red pill. Some of these men just hate women, and they hate themselves even more for being victimized by the nature of women because they won't accept it. So there are a bunch of men using the internet as a hiding ground. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's harder to use it as a hiding ground if you're a content creator. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm showing myself today. From time to time, I show myself. I use pictures of myself sometimes because I'm not hiding behind, the book of Alpha running me. I am who I am. I am Dr. BoA. And the way I say is the way I live. You understand what I'm saying? Even when it comes to, and I look and I see, man, that, some people, man, people always talk about certain things, man. But, to be perfectly honest with you, man, I feel like the majority of men who spew the most venom don't live red pill lives. I don't have any anger because I live the way I say I live. I don't have the same type of issues that men have because I live the way I say I live. You know what I'm saying? I do my thing the way, I still feel like I'm looking sideways at my damn camera, man. Let me slide it over some. I feel like I'm looking sideways. All right, there we go. Now I'm looking at my camera the right way, man. I feel a little bit better about that. All right, now we good. I'm looking at my camera the right way now. I was looking sideways like a fool, man. So I say this, man. I say that we as men must keep in mind that the way you live your real life is the only thing that matters. You could come on here and talk all crazy all you want to, man. Just come in here, talk crazy, make content, talk about how real your life is and how raw you are and how you all about this. And then in your real life, man, you been having your feelings hurt by a woman all the time. Or you ain't even having no access to no women at all. You're an incel. You know what I'm saying? Like, the manosphere has more men who are not red pill than it does men who are red pill. There are many men who simply are not living a red pill life. They're afraid to. You understand? The red pill is the power. If you're red pill and you're afraid, how the hell are you afraid when the red pill is the power? Like the homie T. Harris said, man, waking up is the thing that they don't want men to do. If you're woke, man, you have the power. You cannot be victimized by feminism if you have the power. And the thing is this, when you hear men say, he better watch out, man, women are going to get him, feminism are going to get him, you have to understand, they ain't going to get him. If we jump right back behind him and support him, if they take him down, so what? He come back up, we jump right back behind him and support him instead of standing back like suckers and punks saying, well, he should not have said that. We knew they were going to get him. I don't know what he thought was going to happen. He being a man, just like I'm being a man. I talk about what I want to talk about because I'm a man. I ain't got to bag down from nobody, man. I'm a man. I say what I want to say. And I should be able to depend on y'all men to support what I'm saying. If you support what I'm saying now, if they take me down and I come back, then you should jump right back on and start supporting me again. That's the same thing with AMS. It's the same thing with RAM. It's the same thing with Templar. Same thing with any other men, who come out here. Same thing with Limber. Anybody who's spitting is real out here, man, that men need to hear and live by and apply to their lives. How can I worry about being taken down when you men are supposed to be the men who support me? I'm supposed to be able to rely on you so much that I ain't got to fear them. We're stronger than them. I don't understand it, man. I really don't understand it, man. It's something that goes over my head regularly, man. Like when I look out here and I realize that, men are actually afraid of what's gonna happen to them if they say certain things, not do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Not create certain environments, just open their mouths and talk. What kind of society? You should be moving out of this country if you feel like you can't say what you want to say. If you can't say what you want to say, you feel like a slave, homie. How you gonna stay in a place to make you feel like a slave? You feel like a servant, man. You feel like if you open your mouth, you're gonna get your teeth knocked out. That's the kind of fear you're expressing, man. You know what I'm saying? And then have the audacity, man, to sit up and talk about women all the time. How can you talk about women all the time? They have a fear of them. Do you not fear for yourself? Come on, man. And I seen dudes change, man, the type of content they were doing, man. And now I realize, man, it's because of fear. I don't get that, man. Let's get into this next thing, man. Get a little swig of that water right here, man. Yo, if you want an additive for your water, man. Oh, and this is simple truth. Vapor distilled water, man. If you want an additive for your water, man, I'm going to introduce you to one, man, that, of course, now it's got 1 gram of sugar. But 1 gram of sugar, man, you burn 1 gram of sugar from blinking your damn eyes. Now, is it going to be sweet? Like, nah, man. Because it has nothing. It has lemon oil, has lime oil. It doesn't have any, well, lemon oil and just some, the water. It doesn't have anything in it, man, that's going to add any sweetness. No artificial sweeteners. And it's got 1 gram of cane sugar. If you can't get lean on 1 gram of sugar, man, then you got bigger concerns than what you add to your water. Now, the next thing is, man, the reason that these men are this way is because they don't have enough emotional control in their real lives. You see, when you're all over the place and being bombarded with emotional energy from those who are in control of you emotionally, when you're in a situation where you got to bite your tongue about what you want to say, when you're in a situation where you can't express yourself out of fear of losing your job or fear of losing something else or fear of being attacked or being punished, as a grown man, how must you feel to be in a situation where you can't even say what you want to say, homie? Damn, bro. I feel sorry for you, bro. Now, that's one man I sympathize with. The man who is an adult. And he is living in a world where he can't even say what he wants to say. Whether it's because of your woman, whether it's because of your boss, whether it's because of your mama, whether it's because of your dad, or whether it's because of whoever it is. If you can't say what you want to say, we ain't even talking about doing what you want to do, what you should be able to do. We're talking about saying what you want to say. You see, you can't just develop a fear of women online. You bring that fear of women from your real life and bring it to online. You see what I'm saying? You bring it online. And that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So when you don't have enough emotional control in your real life, then you try to come in and exhibit some emotional control online and on social media, but the control you exhibit is the control. You try to exhibit emotional control over men. Like, what kind of fear-mongering tactics? Man, if you scared of women, don't come talking to me, man. Talk about me like I need to be scared of them too. Keep your fear-mongering to yourself, man. You be afraid if that's what you want to be. I don't want to be afraid. You know what I'm saying? I want to say what I want to say. Granted, this platform has a way of letting you know when you're saying something that you shouldn't be saying, that they're not going to allow. And if you're going to stay on this platform, of course, you make adjustments. I think the biggest fool in the world is someone who gets a warning from a platform that they're using that says, we're not going to allow you to make this type of content. And then you keep making that type of content, and then you get your account closed. And then you come right back the next month with another account. Man, do you know that's backwards hustling, man? That's backwards hustling. That's like going to get some work. And then they're telling you, man, your work ain't no good, man. Your work ain't no good, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to do something about it, man. And then you got a homie that's saying, man, I'll whip it up for you, man. I mean, you're going to lose a little bit, but I'll whip it up for you, man. You know what I'm saying? You lose a little bit, you'll still make a profit, but not as much. And you're like, nah, man, I'm going to keep grinding it out, man. I'm keep grinding it out, keep grinding it out. Man, you keep grinding out, man. And then you get down there, man, and then you sell out. And then you go get some more of the same stuff because you believe it's cheaper and you believe it's going to sell out. And then you get it, man, and you don't make no more money. Now you didn't spend all your money on recopying some of this crap and you can't even get off of it. It's the same principle, man. It's the same principle. Like, you're coming and you're saying to yourself that I am stronger than this platform. And then when the platform shows you that it's stronger. And the crazy thing is, I believe that we look at it as we're being the same thing as Hollywood. There's millionaires and billionaires in Hollywood. But you know what? If they want to have a movie rated R or less, there are certain things they can't show. Yeah, you could go ahead and put a whole bunch of nudity and sexually explicit content in your movie, but guess what? It's going to go straight to DVD and it's going to be X-rated, or it's going to be on one of them channels way up on DirecTV, man, that don't nobody ever get. There is a way to play the game, man. And my thing is, the same dudes who be like, I ain't man, forget them. These same dudes be like having a job. Well, I know you got to play by rules. And they be perfectly okay with playing by rules, man. This isn't even about playing by rules. This is about, okay, you can use this platform. You can blow yourself up with this platform. But there are certain really, really out of the way things that you shouldn't do. And be perfectly honest with you, if you're a man of God, there are certain things you shouldn't want to do or say. And when you listen to AMS content, man, AMS content ain't streamlined. He still be pretty much saying everything he's always said. And guess what? When you're watching his videos, you'll see an ad pop up. You know why? Because he's figured that lane. He's figured that medium. He's figured that there's a thin line that if you ride that line, even though, and I'm sure, man, people still try to strike his videos down. But guess what? After a while, when they realize that they keep striking your videos down and they never go down, they realize that YouTube ain't on their side. Just because they try to strike you down don't mean it's going to work. And once they see it's not going to work, guess what? Amazingly, they stop trying to strike you down because you found that balance where you can do your content the way you want to do it and still be within whatever guidelines are set there for you to be able to get your money. And the thing is, man, cats talking about, man, I ain't trying to make no money off this. I ain't trying to make no money out this. That's what AMS thought in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Hell, that's what I thought in the beginning. And be perfectly honest with you, any cat who say that he hadn't made any money off of it. You know what I'm saying? He hadn't made any money. And I mean, is it gonna be life altering? I mean, is it gonna be something that, where you ain't never gotta work another day in your life? No. But this is the job. You know what I'm saying? If this is your job and you love doing it, I mean, who cares, man? If you got another job and you love doing it, who cares? If you got another business and you love doing it, who cares? If this is your business and you love doing it, who cares? I think men are so afraid of women that all the animosity they have about their dealings with women, they don't give it back to women. Even the women in their lives, they don't give it back to them. They're afraid to do that. And so they come and spit negative energy at men. Always spit negative energy at men. A man is more likely to call a man a bitch than he is a woman. Wherever you go, a man is more likely to say that about a woman than he is to say that about a man. I mean, he's more likely to say that about a man than he is about a woman. He's more likely to speak negatively about a man than he is about a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you something else. The crazy thing, man, is this right here. Calling other men out on some stalker hater type ish, man, that's crazy to me, man. Who does shit like that? Like, you have that much animosity toward a man that you don't know? No, your animosity ain't coming from that. Your animosity coming from you dealing with women, homie. But you can't spew no animosity at them. So you find a man, any man that does anything you feel like you can latch on to, or any man who gets a benefit from women that you can't get, or any man who shows a life that he's living that you can't live, then you find that animosity and you just spew it. You always spew it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel great. If you're going to diss me and you're going to diss some other cats, man, who are seeing a little bit of success on this or a lot of success, man, if you're going to diss me in a group with them, hey, man, I feel like I'm on the right path, man. That means that you view me like you view them. That means you view me as successful like you view them as successful. And I'm perfectly okay with that, man. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I'm great with that. The bottom line is this. When you call other men out by name, unless that man has created some energy with you first, and then even if that man creates some energy with you first, if it doesn't benefit you to respond, why would you even respond? But if that man hadn't said anything to you ever, especially if that man has come and shown you support, man, you are effeminate as my little cousin. And she'll say me, yo, little girl, you are really super effeminate, man. Now, Mary Wahid Bey, what's good, brother? Good to see you in the building. You know, the bottom line is this, man. There are many men who live their lives according to what they think women want, according to what they think women will accept. And because they have to live their way, They're frustrated as hell, man. They live in a constant state of frustration, a constant state of angst, a constant state of denial of the fact that they're beta male simp mangina, man, and they live their lives according to what women want. And that's weak, homie, because what women want is never what benefits you. It's always what benefits them. It puts you in a mindset where what benefits you is doing what benefits them. And that ain't no mindset that no real man wants, man. So another thing is this, man, and this is the craziest thing to me, man. We use terms like the succubus. We use terms like the nemesis. We use terms like her, them, she. But we know damn well better than to get on our platform and say black woman. We know damn well better than to get on our platform and say black women. We avoid the term. You know why? Because that is the one term that might get you jammed up. You know what I'm saying? That is the one term that might get a video struck down, might get your community guideline strike. We're in an environment that we call the manosphere. The manosphere. As if it is an environment we control, and we have to watch that we even say black women. Women, they call themselves women. They call themselves black women. They pride themselves in the title black women. But here in the manosphere, we can't even say it. But over in the feminazi camp, they say black men all the time and put negative connotations behind black men. Black men ain't this. Black men are this. Black men are bad. Black men aren't good. It's always said. But here we are in our environment. And we fear even mentioning them by name, brothers. How real is that, man? We fear even mentioning them by title. That's crazy, man. You know, that's one of those things, man. I can't even understand that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't even understand that. It's weirdo life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's 100% weirdo life. So, I don't know, man. I just don't really know what to say about it. You know, I think about it and, you know, I say to myself, what is it that I must do? What is it that you must do as black men to exhibit some type of control over the environment that we're in? Like, why are we feeling like we have to be victimized? To the point where we victimize ourselves. We victimize each other. We attack each other. We downplay each other. We give each other negative energy. We treat each other like outcasts. We treat each other like lowly people. We treat each other like enemies. Uh-oh. I have a few issues with my stream here, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Yo, if y'all can hear the stream pretty good, man, give me a 1, man. Put a 1 in the chat. All right, we good. We back. I lost a little signal right there, man. We back, man. We back. China White, I appreciate the super chat. China White say, hit that super chat, support BoA. Listen to China White, man. She telling you what's real. She ain't telling you nothing but the truth. So when I say, think about that, brothers. We can't even say black women without worrying about being attacked, having our content shot down, having our videos flagged. We can't even say that. When you say it, you better damn well say something positive behind it, or you run the risk of being flagged. And why do we fear that? Because we know that if we get flagged because of that, that the majority of our followers are likely to stop following us. They're likely to not come back to our new channel. And, you know, they say, well, you got to have a second channel. man, they even tripping about that. If you upload the same videos to another channel, man, they'll strike your main channel down and let the second channel stay up. Like they have a bad habit of doing that. I know people who've lost their primary channel, kept the secondary channel with the. I think they might have shut me down, man. Oh no, they might have shut me down, man. All right, we in here, man. I had to shut my video down, man. My video was starting to make the stream lag and shut down on me, man. So I had to cut the video out. But that's cool. We still in here. Matter of fact, let me go. I'm gonna go ahead and take that whole thing out, man. Go ahead and delete that joint right there. We should be good. All right. So another thing I say is this, man. Yeah. That's what happened, man. I had my video open, man, and they wouldn't let me. I guess they didn't want me to show myself, man. So we should be good now, man. We should be back. Everything looking great now. My stream health is on green now, so we should be good. So another thing we have to understand is this, man. Fighting and crying over women who don't even belong to you. Like fighting and crying over women who don't even belong to you. Creating debates. Creating animosity with men about women who ain't your woman. The only woman you should be complaining about is the woman who's your woman. If she ain't your woman, what the hell are you doing? Why do you even care? Why are you even talking about it? Why are you even thinking about it? What the hell can you do about it? Man, you're a sucker. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Right now, I ain't never seen so many suckers throughout the manosphere, man, as I see right now, man. It's a bunch of suckers, man. Like I've been going straight through, man. I've been going straight. For the past week, I've been hearing dudes calling other men bitches and all that, man, like on they joints. Man, I've been deleting and blocking. I'm talking about content creators. Man, I've been blocking content creators, man, all week long. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get to the point, man, I'm going to be back down to my fort. I really been thinking about, man, just going back to my fort anyway. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop following everybody and just go back to the original fort. I tried to be nice and give these dudes a chance. Listen to their comment, man, supporting them on this, you know what, let me ingratiate myself. Let me try to be a part of the whole crew, man. I'm good, bro. I'm going back to my original four. Those are the four I'm gonna support. And see, I don't do that support for support thing. I don't support your content so you can support mine. I support your content because I feel your content. And if you ain't supporting my content because you feel my content, then you probably shouldn't support my content. Cause I'm telling you right now, if I don't view you as real, and my thing is this: if you're a partner with one of these suckers. If there's a cat who out here acting like a sucker and that's your homie, man, I'm not gonna support you no more either. You know what I'm saying? I don't support suckers and their homies, man. You know, and it don't matter to nobody, but it mattered to me. You understand? Mr. Barlow, what's good, bro? So I don't have no intention, man, on doing nothing crazy or calling nobody out or doing nothing, man. I'm just gonna go back to my original four, man. You know, there were four cats that I supported from the beginning. And those are the cats that I'm just going to go back to supporting, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as far as subscribing and clicking the bell and all that. And if something you got new comes up in my feed, you know, in my suggested video feed, then yeah, I'll click on it. But as far as like me subscribing to you getting alerts, man, I'm not getting nobody else alerts, man. You know what I'm saying? Because these boys, man, they fugazi out here, man. It's just too much feminine energy, man, going on with these dudes, man. Matter of fact, man, I had a consultation with a chick today, man, from London. Yeah, you know your boy going global with this alpha energy, man. So I had a consultation with a chick from London today, man. She getting divorced, whatever, and it's finalized on the 28th. And so she was just trying to get, you know, just trying to get some advice, man. Just, you know, how she should go about, man. You know, being the type of woman that a man would want. You know, being the type, you know, just that, man. Being the type of woman that a man would want. Being the type of woman that a man would be interested in. And so, you know, she just wanted some information on that. And I realized, man, that these dudes are like out here in the manosphere acting the very same way all over the place. She was telling me about the dudes that, that dudes that be approaching her, man, said they be having like skinny jeans and a whole bunch of pink and like girl colors and all that on, man. And I was like, man, it's a global epidemic. It ain't just the US, man. It's the entire West. Men are becoming more effeminate. And I'm telling you, it is the result of a healthy fear of women and an addiction to femininity. Like, men love feminine energy so much that they want to embody it. Because let me tell you something. The way this thing is now between men and women, especially black men and women, the only way that many of these dudes can get feminine energy is to invoke it, embody it themselves. They don't get no feminine energy from the women that they deal with. I hear a lot of these dudes out here, man, talking about the things they be going through, man. I heard a cat a couple of weeks ago, man, talking about, this time I'm the one not calling her. This time I'm the one. I'm like, nigga, this time? Sound like all the other times you weren't the one that was calling her. And I'm telling you, brothers, it is a crazy thing out here, man, that these dudes are fighting and crying over women who don't belong to them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be alpha, man. You know what I'm saying? And if they know they don't live their lives in an alpha way, they rather just look at somebody who is alpha and say, well, that ain't alpha. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something right now. Don't nobody on this platform define what's alpha to me. In my life, I define what alpha is. It's based on principles from the Most High. So I had a chick tell me the other day, man, talking about, she said, you look like you talk to a lot of women. I got offended. I'm offended when a woman says I look like I talk to a lot of women. What the hell you mean? I look like a beta male simp mangina that's going to be validating a whole bunch of women? Is that what you mean? You know what I'm saying? Of course, it didn't bother me to where I jumped down her throat or anything, but I realized that the concept of me talking to a whole lot of women, I'm offended by that concept. That's what everybody does. If I do what everybody does, what separates me from them? I'm different from them because I don't live like them. I'm different from them because I don't think like them. And that's the same thing with you, brother. Everybody around you is going to be looking at you crazy because you don't think like them anymore. You don't act like them anymore. You don't do the things they do anymore. You don't believe the things they believe anymore. You don't support the ideas they support anymore. And they're going to have a problem with that because they're looking at like, who the hell he think he is? I tell you I am. I'm Dr. BoA. DeRay Vicious can tell you who he is. He's Ray Vicious. Mr. Barlow is Mr. Barlow. Max 7114, you know who he is. You heard me say his name. OB, that's who OB is. You got the audacity to be talking about, who am I? What you mean, who am I, man? I'm somebody you're not. I'm going in the direction you're not going. Man, these cats, man, they wilding out, man. They wilding out, brothers. I'm telling you, man. Another thing that's going on out here, man. You got boys out here that's still not accepting the nature of women. They're still not accepting it. They say they're accepting it, but then they go back and try to do the same lovey-dovey beta male stuff. If you're accepting the nature of something is different than you thought it was, why are your actions the same? Your actions must change as well. Now, I'm going to tell you, man, I appreciate all my subscribers being active, even if you don't like the joints, even if you just view one a month. If you view one video a month, then YouTube is not gonna view you as spam. They're not gonna view you as an empty subscriber that doesn't do anything. So now that little spell is over where they're clearing those out, I am proud to say that I didn't lose any subscriber. My subscriber base kept growing. They didn't glean away any of my subscribers, which means my subscribers are solid. You know what I'm saying? There was no bot use. There was no, there are no people who I told to come subscribe to my channel. I have never told anyone to subscribe to my channel unless it was on a video. I have never personally in my life told anyone, hey man, subscribe to my YouTube channel, ever. All the subscribers I got, man, came from people watching the content, people spreading the word, people liking the content and subscribing to the channel. So I'm proud to say, man, that, you know, with the subscribers I have, man, and I don't have a huge subscriber base, man, but I got some thousands. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I mean, I'm good. I'm okay with my growth, man. I'm okay with it. So, you know, I want to send a shout out to everybody, man, for being a true subscriber, man, being a true supporter. So, you know, I appreciate that, man. NYC Evolved is in the building. What's good, brother? Shalom to you. I appreciate that, brother. OB, what up, homie? I see you in the building. I think I shouted you out too, Barlow. If I didn't, what up with you, brother? So, when you don't accept the nature of women, it's because you're addicted to what you thought they were. You see, if you have a woman and you think you love her, and you think she's good, and you think she's perfect, and you think she's one of a kind, and all the other good stuff that men be thinking, you think she's top notch. Tell me this then. Why is it that when she shows you she's not, you go right back and treat her the same way? Why is it when she shows you that she's not what you thought she was, you keep treating her that way as if you're going to convince her that she is, as if you're going to make her become what you want her to become? Atlas 365247 is in the building. What up, homie? Why is it that you believe that not only can you find the Nawat, let me tell you something. It's one thing to be fool enough to believe that you could find the Nawat. It's a totally different thing to believe that you can turn a woman into a Nawat. Boy, you crazy. If you think you could turn a woman into a Nawat, man, you're a nutcase. But that's what these boys believe. These boys believe if they act nice enough, then the woman that they got that ain't even responded to being treated nice is going to all of a sudden wake up one day and be like, okay, you're right. I'm going to change who I am. Boy, let me tell you something here right now, man. People don't change who they are if it benefits them to be who they are. You understand? People don't change who they are if it benefits them to be who they are. Why would I do that? Why would she do that? Why would you do that? Shia Bella Amore, what's good? I see you in the building. Appreciate you being in the building. Will 33 is in the building. Yeah, no doubt about the chemicals, man. No doubt about the chemicals. You know, there are things in the food, man. There are all this damn manganese they putting in everything, man. You know, this is the thing. People think that we only have to avoid the harmful chemicals. No, we have to avoid the overconsumption of nutritional fiber, not fiber, but of nutritional vitamins and nutrients. There's only a certain amount of vitamin C you need. There's only a certain amount of niacin your body needs. When your body overconsumes anything, who knows what the reaction is going to be? You have to understand, man, that the effeminization of the black man is a real thing, man. And the one thing, the reason is they know that the Most High will not respond to us if we come to him from an effeminate mind state. He knows that femininity is the opposite of what the Most High responds to. The Most High does not respond to women. The Most High does not, they do not embody the essence of the Most High. He is looking for the men of our nation, of our people, to step to the plate, man up, and do what needs to be done in order to change the plight of our people, not in this society, because this society ain't for us to change, in this world. Will 33, I appreciate the super chat, brother. Nappy Assassin said, being in love, dangerous spell, lose your logic. Yeah, man. And that's the thing. The only way that you will be in love is if you don't accept the nature of women. The only way that you will be caught up in a situation that you can't get out of is if you don't accept the nature of women. The only way you will be angry if your woman cheats is if you don't accept the nature of women. The only way you will be angry if your woman doesn't stay and support you even when you fall all the way off and hit rock bottom is if you don't accept the nature of women. Now, I'm not saying that all women will do that. There are some women who will resist their nature because they see potential in you or they actually genuinely care about you. If you have the right woman who was made for you, designed for you, guess what? It don't matter what situation you in. That woman gonna have your back. The problem is the majority of men are too quick to make any woman they meet their woman. Man, listen, I know a man who I think I was listening to Immortal Minds, man. Immortal Minds had a video up, man, and he had his ex on there, man. And he had his ex, I mean, the one who pretty much pushed him to mixtape. He had his ex on there, man, and they were talking about their relationship. And it started off, they couldn't even get along on the first date, homie. And they talked about a whole bunch of experiences, a whole bunch of fights they got into over the time of their relationship. And it lasted for years. And in those years, man, they had a bunch of fights, a bunch of disputes. That's all they covered. But they did say we had some good times, but they never talked about the good times. You know why? Because the good times in those situations are just normal times. When you're with a woman and all y'all do is fight and go back and forth and bicker all the time, the good times are when y'all ain't fighting. Don't nobody remember what the hell we were doing. We wasn't fighting. We probably just sitting down watching TV. We watched a good movie together. We can't remember that. We had a good dinner together with no arguing. We can't remember that. We went over your mama's house and didn't come back and sleep in different rooms. That's the type of thing you do. And admittedly, now he understands and accepts the nature of women, but there are men who are still doing that afterwards. There is no way in my mind, I know for a fact that Immortal Minds won't get back with that chick. I know for a fact he won't. He's over it. For him to bring her on like that lets me know he's over it. But there are men who are back with the same woman they went through all of that with. Why, homie? If you can't get along with a woman, y'all ain't gonna never get along. And if you see signs from the beginning that y'all ain't gonna get along, man, let me tell you something. My initial experiences with women be amazing. Now, eventually, most times they start acting stupid and fall off, or they get too caught up in their feelings, something like that, man. Not too long ago, man, I had a chick, man, that was all jocking me and all that, man, telling me that I was her world, and how she wanted to do all these amazing things, and how, she can't wait for us to, just to get old together and all that shit, man. And the thing is, I should have cut it off then, but I didn't. It was entertaining. And then suddenly, she comes out another bag. It's all about jealousy. It's all about, this woman and that woman and making up women. I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me think back. Let me look at my Palm Pilot here and see at what point did I say that you and I were in a relationship here. Let me see. Maybe it was in May. No, maybe it was in June. No, it ain't in June. It wasn't in the summer. Let's look at the fall. Maybe it was in August, September. No, it wasn't in. Let's look at the winter. Well, hell, it is winter. Now, no, I ain't told you that in the winter. Well, let's go back last year. Oh, well, you know what? Well, shit, I ain't know you last year. I know it wasn't then. So, you know what? Girl, get out of my face talking crazy. That's what it is, man. An example of when a toxic relationship becomes the normal. And the crazy thing is, man, a lot of times these women don't even understand, man. All they have to do is play their position. All they have to do is play their position. They think that they bring value to the table when the only value that they bring is playing that position that you have for them. That is your position. See, this is the thing. If you work at McDonald's and I got your ass on the fries, let's say I open a McDonald's franchise, which I never will, but I got you on fries. I don't need you out in the parking lot sweeping, nigga. I got you on fries. Get over there and cook them fries and salt them fries. Keep them fries fresh for these Happy Meals and Big Mac meals. That's what I got you doing. If I look up and ain't nobody on fries because you out in the parking lot, you ain't got no value to my company because you don't want to play your position. You see what I'm saying? If I draft you as a quarterback and then I put you at wide receiver, I put you at wide receiver, and then every time I put you out there and throw you the ball, instead of running with the ball, your ass you stand up and you throw it to somebody else. Forward lateral, every time you throw it right to somebody else. Every time. You ain't got no value to my team because you want to play your position, man. And that's the problem with these women, man. They don't want to play their position. And the reason that these men are afraid because they don't put them in their position. These men would rather have a woman who does what she wants to do than to have no woman at all. That's an addiction. You're addicted to something. If you would rather have it even in a low quality way than to not have it at all, you're addicted, man. It's kind of like a gambler. Somebody who goes gambling, they go in there, man, they playing, they playing, the what they call it, the high limits. They go and playing high limit slots. They in there, man, paying slot, man, $50 a spin or $100 a spin. They in there balling. Now that same person who goes back in there, man, now they playing penny machines for 14 cents, for a nickel. They playing penny machine for a nickel a spin. But they're addicted to gambling, so they can't leave out. Even though they have not a snowball chance in hell of hitting anything that's worth hitting, they still can't leave out because they're addicted to gambling, man. This is what we're dealing with in the society, man. Now, let's look at another thing that shows that men either are afraid of women or addicted to women. There are two sides to this coin, and I'm going to tell you what they are. They either group women into being saints or sinners. The men who fear women group them into being sinners. The men who are addicted to women group them into being saints. So there is a man out here who has a woman that has a body count like an Iraqi war. And he still thinks she's a saint. He believes that that's her past. He believes that that has no bearing on the woman that she is today because she's a saint. There's a man who has a woman who came up pregnant by somebody else, and he knows it's somebody else's baby. He kept her because he knows that she's a saint. There had to be something the dude did. The dude caught her at a weak, vulnerable point. That's the only reason she did what she did, because she was weak. She was vulnerable, man. She's an emotional being, and the man took advantage of the fact that she's an emotional being. That's why she got that other man baby. She's a saint, man. She's an angel. That's what she is. She's an angel. Ain't nothing wrong with her. Ain't nothing negative about her, man. And then there's the man who's afraid, who says women are evil. He says each and every woman walking the face of the earth is evil. He says there is no such thing as a woman who's going to do the right thing. He says there is no such thing on earth as a woman who is a virgin. He says there's no such thing as a woman that's worthy of even having around you. Not because he hates women, but because he fears women. And it comes off as hate because he hates himself for fearing women. He hates himself for fearing women. So that is why when AMS says what he wants to say, they say, uh-oh, AMS is in trouble. That is why when BoA says what he wants to say, they say, uh-oh, BoA is in trouble. That's why when TJ Sotomayor says what he wants to say, they say, uh-oh, TJ is in trouble. That is the fear. And the anger is what makes them continue to say it. It's as if women aren't making a big fuss about you, they start making fuss about you to try to alert women to the fact that your ass is on the plate. It's kind of like when you look at animals like say in Africa. There are monkeys who are hiding in the trees. When they see a predator coming, the animals on the ground can't see the predator. The predator is hiding. The predator is trying to stalk them. And so the monkeys start making all kind of crazy noise. And so the other animals know that there's a predator around because the monkeys are the alarm system. That's what these dudes are. They're monkeys. They're the monkey alarm system that lets women know that, hey, there's a man over here saying something you might not like. You might want to get over there and get him. He doesn't know y'all now. Y'all tough now. They gonna get we told him y'all were gonna get him, but he don't want to be smart. Y'all better go get him. And then they're standing there watching you pick up the pieces like, man, let's go help him, man. Now they're sitting there helping you pick up the pieces that they helped the other people destroy. This is what we're dealing with out here, man. We're dealing with this mindset that men have where they either fear or are addicted to women. This is man's addiction to and fear thereof women. And that is the way that's just what goes on out here, man. We can try to make it seem like it's something else. We can try to act like it's something else. We can try to think it's something else. But I'm telling you what it is right now as we speak. Think what you will. Say what you will. This is what it is. Another thing is this. These dudes be wanting to believe in naywalks so much that they fall for the okie doke. Like falling for the okie doke is inevitable if you believe in the naywalk so much. Let me ask you something. This woman who is a naywalk, why is it that whenever you hear about her, when anything you know about her, she's always with another man and not you? Why is it that the naywalk is never available for you? Is it because there are so few and far in between that you shouldn't even hope to find one? Because I don't know many men. I don't know any men who say they have found a naywalk. I don't know many men who say that they have found the perfect woman. I know many women who say they're the perfect woman. But how many men have you ever heard say, my woman is perfect. My woman is top notch. My woman is the best thing going. I have no need for spoil. I don't need any other woman in my life at all because my woman is all that and a fruit snack. I have not heard it. I have not heard it. And that in itself is enough of a reason for men to understand that searching and seeking the naywalk is fool's gold, man. It is a mission that will not ever succeed for you. J-Rock said he got a coworker that says that boy nuts. Probably somebody else at the job knocking his old lady down, man. Because the bottom line is this. No matter how great you think your woman is, eventually her nature is going to take over. And she's going to do something that you're not going to be pleased with. And 9 times out of 10, she's going to hide it. And so you'll never know. And even if you confront her about it, she's still going to deny it. So you're never going to get a straight answer from her that says, yes, I did that. Especially if it involves another man. You're not going to get that. The bottom line is, there is only one woman in this world who will truly love any man. That's how this thing is, man. Like, if you could get in a relationship with the wrong woman, man, you're likely to get in a relationship with the wrong woman. You're likely to. Like, there is one woman who was designed for you. And even that woman, even her, there is no guarantee that you're going to be with her long term. That's why when I hear these dudes talking about, man, you should just be in a relationship. You should be about relationships even more. You should be, man, these dudes ain't even in no relationship, man. Or they in a relationship that sucks. They in a relationship that's terrible, man. Man, listen, those days are gone. These dudes keep trying to save black folks. Man, this society, our life in this society is gone. It's dead, brother. There ain't nothing to save here. The only thing that's left to save is ourselves. We as men have to stop trying to save black folks and save ourselves. There are going to be women who are going to come There are going to be women there's women out here who are waiting for us to stand up and take control of the lead of our people back to the Most High. But you ain't going to know that until you get on the mission. And those women are going to come. The women who are not going to come are going to stay here in the world. They're going to stay out here chasing these things that give them satisfaction in this world, in this society. Those women they'd rather stay in America, stay in this society with the things that they know, rather than go off into the wilderness with us with things that they don't know about. So the majority of them are not going to go, but there are some who are coming. So it's foolish for us to be out here trying to mend everything with a whole group of black women like all of them are so great. Hell, all of us aren't so great. So we can't just go out here with a blanket ideology. We just gonna make everything better out here. You know, we making them this and make it. Come on, man. Just to be perfectly honest with you, man. We ain't making them the way they are. We ain't making them the way they are. Are we perpetuating it? Yes, but we're not making them the way they are. This society dictates that the best way for her to be is the way she is. So when we look at, we see the IG thoughts and the IG, we see all of that. This society is dictating to her that that's the way it is. She's not turning that way because of men who are having sex with her and not keeping her for a relationship. She's turning that way because of the beta male simp manginas who come through and like all her damn videos and send her money and they don't even know her. She's coming through. She's turning that way because the beta male simp manginas offer her money to just spend time with them. They offer her money to record videos for them. They offer her money to show pictures of her. They offer her money to come fly to their town and be intimate with them. That's the ones who are making it like that. The beta male simp mangina who is giving her validation for being that way. It's like these men just keep overlooking that fact. It is him. Even before these women even get a chance to get into a relationship with a man that's going to be with them like that, all they got to do is start posting pictures of themselves and they automatically are glorified. They automatically become valued. But valued by who? Not valued by me. Not valued by the homies in the alphasphere. Let me see. I got the homies in the alphasphere, man. I got NYC Evolve. I got Mac. I got J Rock. I got Monsoon. I got Black Soul Star. I got Barlow. I got King George. I got Udin Allah. I got Soon. I got Will 33. I got all the homies. I got Namir Bay up in here. I got Atlas up in here. Hell, I got Chill Bella Moore up in here. She ain't even a dude. I got Mac up in here again. I got let's see who I got. I got Ray Vicious up in the joint, man. I got DT Crypto in the building, man. I got the homies up in here, man. Deep in here. I got T Harris, man. I got Justin Bees. I got Jimmy Life Store. I got Chris the Great. I got Chris Really up in the building. I got all the homies in the building. I got get more. Tell me all the homies in the building. Don't put Nedden in the chat. If you are one of those men that validates women by liking their pictures and telling them how fine they are and telling them what you'll do to them, you'll drink their bath water and all that sucker shit. But put a 1 in the chat if you are that type of man who goes down Instagram liking pictures and telling women how beautiful they are and just scrolling through and telling what you'll do to her and what she's doing to you and how she's turning you on. Put a 1 in the chat if that's your life. You see what I'm saying? These dudes they want us to take the brunt of the responsibility for the way that these women behave. Like it's us. Like it's me who has a relationship with her and she end up not working out. Man, I ain't got to stay with no woman who don't want to submit to my rule, man. The moment she decides she don't want to, I'm supposed to leave her. These fools out here telling you that no matter what. No matter what. No, man, it ain't no matter what. You tell these beta male simp and John to stop validating them. Stop making her come to me like she thinks she's some dude like her pictures. It's wild out here, man. Talking about IG, man. Man, let me tell you something, man. If I told you how many chicks I done had jump in my IG, man. If I tell you how many chicks, man, I done had jump in my IG. And, you know, and they come at me like they think they all that. You know, they come at me like, man, listen, I told you, man, I've had chicks come and tell me, man, when I turned them down, they came at me, man, they told me, man, they thought, you know, they thought this and they thought that, man, you know, trying to gas me and all, you know how they do, man, trying to gas me like I need to be gassed by a chick or whatever. Then, man, they turn around, when I turn them down and tell them I'm not interested, Man, they tell me, like, you know you want this. Like old girl told Jody, man, on Baby Boy, you know you want this. That's what they tell me, man. You know you want me. Everybody want me. Then they screenshot me a picture they got, man, a whole bunch of beta males going down the page and all that right there, man. I'd be like, shawty, that picture ain't even that great. That ain't that great. You got too many dimples in your booty on that picture. I don't like no dimples in the booty like that. That ain't that great. I don't know. Man, let me tell you something. You need to go deal with them boys. Then I block it. See, me, my block game is cold. I say something that I know you want to respond to, and then I block you so you can't respond. J Plump, I see you in the building, man. Appreciate you being in here, J Plump. New subscriber. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the sub. DJ Goldie is in the building. Yeah, no doubt, Goldmouth. So I say, man, why in the hell would we be concerned about these dudes who believe that women are naywalls? Man, the crazy thing is, these dudes be marrying these chicks. Look how many athletes be having babies with strippers. Look how many athletes be marrying Instagram thoughts. Look how many, come on, man. All of them, athletes and entertainers, man, they get caught up with any chick. It don't even matter to them. So you tell me this, if a chick that I ain't never heard of got a baby with Drake, and she choose on me somewhere and I find out that she Drake baby mama, how validated is she because she Drake baby mama? And then now she got to learn that I'm so alpha that the fact that she Drake baby mama empowers me even more, because I know he ain't got the alpha essence that I got. Take his money from him, and he turned back into wheelchair Jimmy from Degrassi. You see what I'm saying? He turned right back into wheelchair Jimmy. Me, man, let me tell you something. Y'all watch me. Watch me. Let me hit 10 mil. I'm on the grind. Let me hit 10 mil. And watch how we start balling. Watch how I start having alpha information meetings in these major cities and making it easy for all the homies to get there. And hell, assisting the homies to get there if they can't get there. Watch how I start doing. I'm going to show them how to do it. Man, let me tell you something. You ain't never seen no rich ass alpha. You never seen that. And that's why cats had to break it down and say, well, he's a financial alpha. No, he's just a rich man. He's just a rich man. You can't be a financial alpha and be a beta male with women. No, you can't break it down like that. And alpha is the only thing they try to break down like that. You ain't never heard nobody say somebody's sigma financially, or they sigma with women, or they nothing like that. Alpha is the only thing they try to break down, because every man wants to be alpha. Every man wants to be the alpha in his environment. These Sigma boys come talking all that, but the majority of them say Sigma is an alpha introvert. The majority of them have quantified themselves as an introverted alpha. But they say they don't want to be alpha. Nigga, how you don't want to be alpha and you just said you alpha? They don't want to be me type of alpha. You understand? They don't want to be that. And I'm just telling you, bro, that's the way it is. Every man desires to be the alpha in his environment. I ain't got to be the best. I ain't got to be the top alpha in the world. I don't live over the whole world. I live where I live. All I got to do is be the alpha in my environment. I ain't even got to be the most alpha online. I don't care about that. I'm telling you how I live my life in my environment. And I've been living this way when I ain't have a quarter. I was already alpha. So don't tell me you got to have money to be alpha. And don't tell me having money make you more alpha. It don't. It makes you less alpha. Because alphas rely on their internal man. The more money you got, you rely on the money to get shit done for you. So the richer you are, the less likely you are to be alpha. That's why there's always gay rumors about rich dudes. When Diddy first started and Biggie first came out, nobody was talking about all the gay rumors with Diddy. It went left when he got richer. Because you start to rely on the power of the money in this society as opposed to relying on your manhood and masculinity. The more money you get, the less masculine you have to be, because your money can buy your way into these environments. Man, ain't got nothing to do with man being no damn alpha. Of course, now, if you alpha and you can maintain your alpha and you get big money, oh, hell, the world is in trouble. That's why to get into certain levels, That's why, like in entertainment, in sports, to get to certain levels, you have to go through those homosexual rituals because they have to break you out of alpha frame. You are not gonna make it to the upper level of those industries if you don't break alpha frame. They ain't finna let your alpha ass get to the epitome of the industry like that, man. You crazy? Yoga. Another homie from the ATL is in the building. What up, homie? It's good to see the homies in the building from the A representing, man. King George and Conyers, man. Man, look at the boys coming from GA representing. Yo, man, from now on, brothers, when y'all come in, man, if y'all remember this now, I want everybody to remember this. I want this to start being something that we do in this joint. Come in, man, and shout out where you're from. We can already see your name, man. Just shout out where you're from, man. You know what I'm saying? BX in the building. ATL in the building. Conyers in the building. Shout it out, man. Let us all know, man. You know what I'm saying? That way, man, we can touch down, man. You know, I can realize where my brother's from and address y'all as such, man. You know what I'm saying? Like my homie Yoga from the ATL representing A. That sounds great, man. You know what I'm saying? My homie KG3 from Conyers representing GA. That sounds great to me, man. That's exactly why these dudes be wearing dresses. They have to, listen, man, the Most High is serious about staying out of that mind frame. That's why he says early in Leviticus, one of the first books, one of the first Mosaic books, actually the third Mosaic book, the fourth Mosaic book. Is Leviticus before Numbers? I sound like I don't know nothing, man. The homie Mac from Raleigh up in the building. Jimmy Light Story from Seattle in the building, man. The homie from out there way out on the West Coast. Homie J Plunk, man, DC representing. Monsoon Armstrong, Mobile, Alabama, man. What up, my Bama boy, homie? King of the Hill, man. VA represent. Mr. Barlow in C-Town, man. J Rock represent Huntsville, man. You know, man, I had a chick, man, that used to bump around. I used to bump around with a little chick in Huntsville, man. Then when I was living in Birmingham, though, I used to bump around with a little chick in Huntsville, man. She was bad, too, man. From time to time, man, she shoot me an email, man, and, you know, just check up on the pimp. You know what I'm saying? Still got a man still be calling me daddy when she check up on me, man. Tim Smith, ATL SWATs. Man, that boy representing the SWATs, man. Man, ATL be deep up in the joint, man. All right, King George from the A. All right. Nappy Assassin. Man, homie from the BK in the building, man. Brooklyn. The Bridge is in the building, man. No, Queens is the Bridge. My bad, man. Queens Bridge. My bad, man. I think Brooklyn's Bridge too, man. Yo, do they call Brooklyn the Bridge too, man? Nappy, let me know that, man. Do they call Brooklyn the Bridge too? No, the BK, the BX, and the Bridge. I think Queens is the Bridge, man. YZF Dave, Melbourne, Australia is in the building, man. In the building. Okay, they do call BK the Bridge. All right, yeah. I thought so, man. Maybe that's why Brooklyn and Queen was always in it back in the early hip hop, man. The Governor Powell. Oh, I see you up there, man. Manchester, England, man. It's funny, man. I just had a consultation, man, with somebody from the BK, man, today. You know, just before I came on, man. Literally 30 minutes before I came on. So what up with you, man? What up with you? Shouts out to you. John Doe checking in from the O. I love going to the O, man. As a matter of fact, I'm going to the O, man, this spring. Udinala, Louisiana in the building, man. That's what's up, bro. Louisiana, man. I be bumping around Louisiana sometime, man. Not really deep into it, man. Just on the western edge of it. Eastern edge of it, rather. Yeah, and you think about this, man. We're in here, man. There's 57 of us in here, man, and we're from all over the globe. Just like Jimmy Life Story just pointed this out. We're from all over the globe because we are far and few in between. You ain't gonna see a whole now. Some of these areas like ATL is a much desired area for business. Like some areas, like I got a bunch of homies from New York. You understand what I'm saying? New York, ATL, those are places, man, that are good for business. People in all different aspects of business go to ATL to get paper, go to New York to get paper. So, you know, it's going to be a lot of cats from towns, from places like that. You know, it's always going to be 3 or 4 cats from there But for the most part, yeah, the bridge is Queens. Yeah, all right, Queens Bridge. That's right. That's right. BKBX and the bridge. All right. All right, well, you had a Brooklyn Bridge. All right, man, I got it. Hey, I'm glad I asked that, man, because I ain't want to be, you know what I'm saying, chopping up with some home from New York, man, and then, you know what I'm saying, homie say, man, what up, homie, I'm from Queens. I'd be like, homie say, I'm from Brooklyn. I'd be like, all right, man, the bridge. She'd be like, no, nigga, that's Queens, man. I'm from Brooklyn, homie. We don't rock like that. I'd be like, my bad, little nigga. I ain't know, man. Shit, nigga, you got to tell me something. I'm from the South. I ain't from the South, I'm from the South. Fab Five, another homie from Louisiana in the building, homie ripping the NO, man. What's good with you, homie? The NO is one of my favorite spots to visit, man. Like, people don't really, but you know, I'm one of them. I'm a thug / nerd, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I packed pistol with an AK in the trunk, man, but I made all A's. You know what I'm saying? So I'm weird like that, man. I'm thug / nerd, man. Educated thug, man. Black Malls was good, homie. The homie is in the game from Compton. I wonder when somebody from the West Coast was gonna shoot up in here, man. The homie Black Malls in the building, man. Repping Compton. Appreciate you being in the joint, man. Trunk tight. Man, homie from South Kakalaki. We got a homie from the South and North Kakalaki. The homie get more, man, from Virgin Islands, man. I knew a couple of chicks in the ATL, man. When I lived in the ATL, I knew a couple of chicks from the Virgin Islands, man. I used to kick it with one of them, man. They were two sisters. The younger one, man, she ended up being a model, man. She would throw, but she was built like a model though, man. She was real thin. She was one of those type of thin. You know those chicks you meet, man, and you can't tell how raw they are till you get their clothes off. You be like, damn, man, she raw. But when she have her clothes on, she look skinny. She one of those chicks, man. Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. So, you know, man, I say this, man. We as men, man, the way we separate ourselves from the average man is by the things we can resist. Marcus Ilmore, another homie in the building from South Kakalaki. Man, the Kakalaki is representing in the joint, man. We have to be strong enough to resist our lust. Now, does that mean that we never have sex? No, that don't mean that. That means that we're not controlled by it. You see, I don't want to be a man who's known the way I used to be known. I used to be known for having a stable. I don't want to be known for having a stable anymore. You understand what I'm saying? My life is bigger than that now. Is it tempting? Yeah, it's tempting sometimes, man. Listen, man, when you jump clean and you get out and you clean, and you get out, man, you realize, man, that you ain't been out an hour, man, you already been chosen on by 4 chicks already, and 3 on was bad. You understand what I'm saying? And it's hard not to have a stable. It's almost like women want to be in your stable. But, man, I don't have the time to dedicate to a stable. That's the thing. Having a stable takes time. Because you spending time with all of those women, man. So throughout the course of a week, let's say if you spending time, let's say you got 4 women and you spending, 3 hours with each one of them. You know what I'm saying? You go into the crib, man, they cooking for you, man, you banging, and then, you dipping. If it takes that long, if you can get all that done in that period of time. I'm trying to do a short period of time so it won't seem like nigga be spending all night with a chick. 3 hours. That's 12 hours out of your week, homie. That's half a day out of your damn week. Matter of fact, that's a whole day, because normally we up 12 hours, and that's pretty much a half day out of your week, man. So you do that every single week. You know what I'm saying? Every month you're losing 2 days. Every month you're losing 2 days, man, dealing with chicks. I ain't got no 2 days throw away at no chicks, man. I just ain't got time for it. Way more drip. South Cac is in the building again, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. The Governor Powell, man, said, how would I introduce my homie to the red pill? I wouldn't, man. He just got to watch how I live my life. The way I introduce my homie to the red pill, man, is I call him out about the blue pill shit he doing. I'd be like, I wouldn't be like, nigga, you a sucker. I'd be like, homie, let me tell you something, man. Man, that chick running game on you, dog. Look how you living, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just come and go as she please, man, and you don't even know where she at half the time. Well, I trust her. I'm like, man, you a fool. You trust her for what? What has she done to make you trust her? Well, I ain't never caught her in there. That don't mean she ain't doing it. That mean your ass ain't a good detective, nigga. That means she better at hiding it than you are at finding it. Man, trust is based on experience, knowing that you can trust somebody. It take at least about 10 years of that, man. How long you been with her? Man, about 6 months. I mean, man, you a sucker, homie. Man, how you know, man? You don't even be in a relationship. That's why. I'm telling you what I know, homie. If I'm wrong, nigga, I give you $1,000 if I'm wrong that you shouldn't trust her. All right. I want my $1,000 too. I'm like, nah, nigga, I want my grand. And you know, he ended up, man, finding out the truth, man. You know, I don't take no grand from him, but he ended up finding out the truth, man. Like, I introduce a man, like I feel like this, and this is the reality of it. If you're a blue pill and you're happily living blue pill, then when it comes to masculinity, you're beneath me. And so I'm not going to speak to you like you're my equal. And I heard some men saying this the other day, man. And they were talking, man, you know, you go to most of these platforms, man, they talk to their followers, subscribers like they're beneath them. Man, I talk to my alpha brethren. I call them my alpha brethren. I refer to them as the homie. Not the peon, not the beta male, not the simp, not the chump. The homies that are in here now, these homies represent a part of my actual support group, my subscribers, my crew, my homies, the alpha sphere. They know I ain't talking to them when I say something that the beta male doing. Like when I just gave the example, what I say to the homie, they know I ain't talking to them. They don't even take it like that. If you take it like that and you feel that I'm talking to you, it's because you live like a beta male. And yes, I am talking down to you. If you're a beta male, I'm gonna talk down to you because you're like my son. You need to be taught by me. And so I'm going to speak to you like a drill sergeant, not like I'm your homie. Because see, you ain't never heard me say, what's good, my beta brethren? I ain't got no beta brethren. I say, what's good, my alpha brethren? So if you beta, you're not the brethren, I'm not going to talk to you like you the brethren. You're going to get it hardcore because that's how you need it. You're a man. I can't feed you something sweet. I got to give you something bitter. Men don't respond to things that are sweet. That's why a woman can be a dirtbag and then do something sweet and the man will stay caught up because she do one thing sweet even though he knows she's still a dirtbag because he don't care. Sweetness is the one thing that men cannot resist. And so I'm not giving you nothing sweet. I'm giving you something bitter to wake you up out of that stupor that you're in, homie. So you're supposed to feel like that if you need to be awakened from your beta male slumber. Loose locks are open to the flocks. Will 33, top notch pimp game right there, homie. Appreciate the super chat, homie. J-Rod asks a great question, man. He says, so is fornication the lust that controls men? Nah, man. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. The term fornication, man, fornication is a term that was originated between Israel and God. You know what? Let me write that down. I'll cover that on the Sunday sermon, man. The definition of fornication. We'll do that on this Sunday sermon, man. Because that's a great topic, man. I'm glad you asked that, man. We'll do that on this Sunday sermon right here, man. So join me on the Sunday sermon, man. It'll be 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, which will be 9:30 a.m. on the West Coast and 12:30 p.m. on the East Coast. Join me for that, man. Sunday sermon. We'll discuss the definition of fornication because it wasn't even between men and women at the end originally. The first time it was mentioned, man, was the Most High talking about Israel going to whoring after other gods. You know, pretty much cheating on God by whoring after other gods. So we'll look into that, man. And then we'll just transition in the New Testament into applying to men and women and all of that. But we'll break that down, man. That's going to be top notch. Oh, no doubt, Governor Power, no doubt. The Governor Power, I appreciate the super chat, bro. Appreciate it. Loose, yeah, I just got you, Will. Tall J1 is in the building. What's good, bro? Good to see you in the joint with us, man. Appreciate you coming through. So when I say that there are certain men are not equal, man. We are not all on the same level in no walk of life. Now, these same dudes who say that we shouldn't talk down, you know, we should view the beta male. I heard a dude in a live stream the other day, man, saying, man, there's something wrong. You talk down to you talk about the beta male. Any man who calls a man beta male is a bitch. Any man who come on, man. Any man who looks down at another man, come on, bro. Any man who views himself as equal to every man is a bitch. There's no way you could view yourself as equal to every man. That's like a man that's a billionaire viewing himself as equal to a man that work a 9 to 5 and make $40,000 a year. You think Bill Gates views himself as equal to the dude that's flipping fries at McDonald's, fool? Man, I'm telling you, these dudes, man, there are certain men. Let me tell you something, brothers, and this is the reality of it. We look throughout the environment searching for agents of chaos. And we always look toward women as our agents of chaos. But there is no greater agent of chaos than an effeminate man. Not a man who looks feminine, a man who thinks in a feminine manner. There is no greater chaos of confusion. He himself is confused. So there is no greater agent of chaos than the effeminate man who spews nothing but venom at other men. He is a cancer to masculinity. He is a cancer to manhood. He is a cancer to developing the type of mindset and energy that we need to bond ourselves once again with the Most High. He is poison. He is toxic. And that is why his subscriber base is always small. That is why his viewership is always minuscule. Because the nature of us as men will not allow us to support that energy. Even if we wanted to, we couldn't support that energy. And that's the reality of it. No doubt, Barlow. I guess Michigan is equal to Bama. No doubt. If we're all equal, then Bama is not favored to be any team. You know, Charleston Southern is going to give Bama one hell of a game, and they're not going to get blown out by 70. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy out here, man. Like, that's the mindset. When you think about it, that's that equality mindset that women have. Like that, man, dudes who say that are feminine, bro. Think about the comparison, the parallels between how they think and how women think. Equality, women's rights. These dudes talk about beta male rights. They want equality for all men. All men are equal. Oh, come on, bro. That don't even make sense, man. It's crazy out here right now, bro. I ain't even lie to you, man. These dudes, man, they crazy out here. And see, that's why and then there's dudes who can't resist their lust and they make excuses for it. Well, it's my right to have men. I had a partner, man, who's not, man, I had a partner, man, and I know for a fact, I know for a fact that he knocked down 100 chicks in a summer. He knocked down 100 chicks in a summer. Now think about this. There's only 90 days in the summer if you count all 3 months. I know for a fact he knocked down at least 100 chicks. I'm saying 100 because I know it was at least 100. Knocked down 100 chicks in the summer. And when I chastise him about it and say, man, dog, you out here spraying yourself, man, like you're worthless, man. You out here spraying yourself, man, like all these chicks have more value than you, man. You're giving them the most valuable commodity that God gave, man. That's his ability to reproduce with his seeds, man. You know what he told me, man? He said, man, in Africa, we had many wives. I said, yeah, nigga, how many wives you got? See what I'm saying? That's what they do, man. They come with that. They want to defend their actions. And they try to use logic, or they try to use the Bible to defend their logic. And when I hear a man use the Bible to defend his logic, I don't ridicule him. I'm not going to tear him down and say, oh, man, you this, man. I'm going to say, homie, I'm going to break it down to him because I understand it. I'm going to give him clarity on what that scripture means, on what that verse means. So he'll know that he can't use that, not in a discussion with me. Hold on, man. I gotta. Give me a minute here, man. This thing, when it's ringing, man, it causes static in my joint, man. So I don't even go for that, man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the type of energy that I'm looking for. That ain't the type of energy that I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the way I function. That damn thing's still ringing. All right, we good now, man. Let me go ahead and turn this thing off for a minute, man. We about to get ready to wrap this thing up in a minute, man. I don't know why my phone does that, man. It feeds into my joint and give me number static. So, man, we have to understand, man, that when dudes are out here, man, just think if we had that mindset where we're all equal, how much more likely would you be to carry some dead weight? You know what I'm saying? How much less likely would you have been to separate yourself from your homies if you thought y'all were all equal? If you thought that no matter what you do with your life, no matter what you focus on, no matter how you build yourself, no matter how much of a sucker you ain't, man, these dudes is suckers out here, man. And they don't want to be called out for being suckers. They want to be accepted for being suckers. The homie Atlas 365-247 is from DC. Another homie from DC in the building. So when you think about this, man, like I don't support dudes who view the world that way. I don't support dudes who view the world, man, from this equality perspective. He ain't looking at white folks saying, hey, man, I'm equal to you. How come you ain't got to say, how come ain't no such thing as black privilege if we all equal? How come when we go to prison, man, a black man is likely to get twice the time that a white man gets? A black man is likely to get the maximum sentence and a white man is likely to get the minimum sentence. Explain that to me. There ain't no such thing as, see, he only wants to be equal to the alpha male because he's beta as hell. I'm telling you, man, I'm about to cut some cats off, man. Like, there's a bunch of cats, man, who content I've been supporting, man, that I am not going to support anymore, man. Because I feel like this. If this cat is this beta, and this effeminate, and you know this because I know this because we hear him, we both hear him, and y'all still homies, man, I can't roll with you like that, homie. You know what I'm saying? I can't roll with you. Wood, what's good, man? You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it, man. It's one of those things I ain't messing around with. Now, let me tell you one more thing, man. This is a major thing. This is the thing that represents addiction the most. Men lack morals when it comes to other men's wives and girlfriends. And by morals, I mean that a man will lay down with another man's wife or girlfriend quickly. Quickly. Now, let me tell you a caveat to that. I believe that if a woman is mine, if she's on my team, and you marry her, then technically speaking, it's more likely you married my wife than I married yours. Then I'm knocking down yours. If you take away the legal marriage, the legal lawful marriage thing in this country, then you look at it from that perspective and think about that marriage consecrated via intimacy and energy. But we'll get into that some other time, man. I don't know why I just threw that out there. But this is the thing you have to understand, man. This thing you have to understand. A woman who is unhappy in her marriage will seek out another man. You understand what I'm saying? Now, she may not seek out any man, but she will seek out another man. That's just the bottom line. And sometimes women who are perfectly happy in their marriage will seek out another man. All women, at some point, are going to seek out another man. Why? Well, one reason, that's just their nature. And another is they feel like they have that right. A woman feels like she has that right. That right to do anything necessary when she's not satisfied. And I'm going to tell you like this, brothers. Any time that you are the man who is intimate with another man's wife, I promise you, your ass is a fill-in. You're a fill-in. And that's why I won't do it. When I was younger, there were times when I did because I didn't mind. Just all I wanted to do was knock her down. I ain't want no girlfriend. I ain't want no wife. I ain't want a woman around me like that. All I want to do was knock her down. And then I was less inclined to understand what the Most High intended for my life. You understand? When I was younger, I didn't know. But I was much younger. I'm talking about, late teens, early 20s, man. You know what I'm saying? I took the vow to Nazarite, man, at 23. So what I am saying is, you are going to be used for whatever benefit she can get from you. And you just have to make sure that if you're being used by another man's wife, man, or you're involved with another man's wife intimately, you have to ask yourself, is the punishment that my ass gonna get from the Most High worth this? And if you say yes, your ass is addicted to women. It's the bottom line. You're addicted to women, man. You can't resist them. No matter what the circumstance, no matter what the plight, you cannot resist them. You're the type of man that'll be with a woman, man, who has a horrible BO, and you won't be able to turn it down. You'll still go ahead and do it anyway. Sometimes, some dudes, even if they ain't strapped up, they'll do it anyway. So you have to understand, man, that you cannot allow yourself to be used by a woman that has no possibility of being yours. Now, I have benefited from other men and women before. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have contributed to whatever I was doing, but I wouldn't be intimate with them. I wouldn't cross that line. I wouldn't even touch them. I wouldn't touch them. I wouldn't let them touch me. I wouldn't do any of that. But if they wanted to contribute to my, to what I was doing, then fine. But I'm not finna cross that physical line with a woman that's not mine. And I know we say, well, dang, yours is just your turn. Come on, man. Well, if it ain't my turn. You know what I'm saying? If y'all, that's what y'all want to say, I don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I own women. You know what I'm saying? When a woman in my life, I own her. She proves it by doing whatever the hell I tell her to do, whenever the hell I tell her to do it. So at that particular time, I own her. Might not be no lifetime ownership. It's just like my car. You know what I'm saying? You know, I still call it brand new. You know what I'm saying? But in 5 years, I ain't gonna want it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna own it in 5 years. Oh no, I may. It's a hell of a quality vehicle, so I may own it in 5 years. But you know what I'm saying? You get the gist of what I'm saying. So, if a woman is, and I'm gonna be honest with you, they be fairly aggressive. Like, if they want you and they like you, they be fairly aggressive. But you have to be a man and man up. And if you know, none of us should put ourselves in I don't test my lust. You understand what I'm saying? I don't put myself in a situation, a terrible situation where I'm backed into a corner faced with my lust. And then I say, well, I'm just going to be tough enough. No. The best way to resist your lust is to avoid your lust. You dig? So I'm not telling you I'm finna be in no room closed out by myself with no married woman that look good, man, because I already know what's going to happen. I'm not fighting my way out of that. By that point, I'm done fighting. If I'm in a room with her by myself, I've already decided that I'm not going to fight it. So I just stay away from that environment. So the truth be told, man, it's not even a logical and prudent thing to be intimate with another man's wife, man. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, man. You know what I'm saying? And you're right, Soul Star. The thing is, and it's kind of the same thing. We know. I know this from times where I was dealing with married women, man. Like, I know everything about their husband, man. I know he don't know nothing about me because she don't want him to know nothing about me. She don't want him to even know I exist. So he knows absolutely nothing about me. And I feel like this. If you believe that a woman is going to leave her husband for you, first of all, you're thinking like a woman, the fact that you want a woman to leave her husband for you. Secondly, if you think she is, she never will. And she'll try to make it seem like it's you. You're the reason why. She never was. And now you've been all used up. You know what I'm saying? Doing things. I'm telling you, brother, there is no greater feeling than resisting that temptation. Because when you resist that temptation, when you resist that onslaught of aggression, when you resist those advances, man, you realize that you are the man. You're the man. I'm telling you, man. Nothing makes you feel better than resisting things that other men fall victim to easily. When other men are victimized by things easily and you resist them, you are above other men. But by the same token of resisting that, if you resist the urge to pedestalize some woman and treat her like she's a Nawalt and believe that she's different from all the others, then you feel better than the average man about that. You see, alpha is about avoiding all of those beta male mindsets. The beta male mindset that makes you sleep with another man's wife and the beta male mindset that makes you pedestalize a woman and treat her like a naywalk no matter how she acts, give her things she doesn't earn, put her on a pedestal even though she's treating you like crap. That's what we're about. We're about avoiding all of those energies. And if that makes you look at me and say, it make you hate me, fine. I want you to hate me. If your hate means that I'm on that level, hate me and tell all your homies to hate me too. But I bet you can't tell your girl to hate me. If you don't think I'm raw, let your girl listen to me and ask her. If you don't think I'm alpha, let your girl listen to me and ask her how she feel about it. Don't ask her how she feel, just watch her take it in. Don't just let her listen to one that you think is the most incendiary one. Let your girl listen to 5 of my joints. Pick 5, any 5 of my joints. Matter of fact, next time I come on live, let your girl come in and listen. And I bet she gonna tell you, if you let her be honest, she gonna tell you, Mr. Beta Male Simp Mangina, that you should listen to him more. That's what she's gonna tell you. And then you're gonna find out that what you think she wants isn't what she wants. She's just accepting it from you because that's all you got to give. And that's the reality of the matter here. This ain't even about getting on no thing, man, impressing dudes and all that right there, man, because that's what these dudes do. They want to get in and try to turn dudes against, man, I ain't trying to turn nobody against nobody. I'm trying to turn everybody against being a sucker. That's all I'm doing, man. You know what, Riz? That's a good point. Riz said, unless she's in denial. To be honest with you, Riz, if you watch her energy, she can deny with her mouth, but watch her energy. Watch her energy while she's listening. Man, let me tell you something. The only time women ever get angry about my content is when I'm talking about one of their role models. If I'm talking about Nicki or I'm talking about Cardi, they get mad. The young chick didn't even get mad when I was talking about Jill Scott. They ain't care. They ain't got no, they don't understand Jill Scott. But Nicki and Cardi B, oh man, don't say nothing about them. These young chicks ain't got no, they can't identify with Amber Rose, but Nicki and Cardi B, oh yeah, they can identify with them too. And they get offended by it. But the rest of my content, man, women don't get offended by it. Every now and then I want them to come through, man, and like really be offended by it. They'll leave shit like the eyes looking up. Or like, you know, the little lady with her hands like, I don't know. Like she don't know what the hell going on. But they don't come with no negative. Because you know what? This shit, we know. In the manosphere, we know that the way we live, the way we think is what works with women. We know that. It works in every facet of our lives, and women just happen to be a facet of our lives. We don't do it for women. We don't do it to get women. We don't do it to train women. We don't do it for nothing. This is just what we do with our lives, and we understand the benefits of it. That's just what it is, man. That's it, man. That's it, Riz. Her energy is submissive when it's the truth. That's it, man. When it's the truth, that's what it is, man. And you know, that's just the way this Mr. Red Pill Bass is in the building. What's good, Bass? I appreciate that, brother. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you showing up in the joint, man. Been a minute since we saw you in here, man. Appreciate you coming through. J Rock said, BoA, we have a spy store here in town, and the women come in droves to try to catch their man in the wrong. But the guy told us at the barbershop, they're the main ones out there. Guilty conscience. Man, bro, I could tell men all day, man, that women have always been the ones out there, because I'm going to tell you why. The average man does not understand whether his woman is submitting to him or just going along to get along. Let me tell you when a woman is just going along to get along. If a woman just tells you yes to everything you say or just agrees with everything you say, that woman is not being submissive. She's just going along to get along. She's doing what she has to do to get what she wants to get out of you. A woman who is submitting to you, she will voice her opinion, because there is at least one thing in the world she knows better than you. If you're dealing with a woman and she's a nurse, guess what? She knows nursing better than you. She probably knows something about treatment or medicine or relaxation or massage or something better than you. You understand? If you're dealing with a woman that's a chef, a gourmet chef, a culinary school graduate, she probably knows something about slicing and dicing that you don't know. She may be able to tell you how to hold a knife in a way to make sure you never cut yourself. So at some point, that woman's going to have an opinion about something, not because she wants to be the boss, but because she wants to make sure that you do things in the most efficient way. And none of us is perfect. So at some point, you're going to do something, and it's not going to be in the absolute most efficient way. And that woman's going to have something to input. So any woman who says yes, 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 yes. Yeah, if you got a yes woman, man, she running game on you, man. She just telling you what you want to know, whether she agree with you or not. She man, that's the type of woman, man, to be doing something you don't even know she's doing it. And when you ain't gonna never ask her about it because you believe that, you know, she's so submissive that she ain't gonna do nothing. She be the main one. And that's the reality of it, man. Jonathan Cordero is in the building. My homie from the BX is in the building, man. NYC is representing the joint, man. Brother Craig, what's good, man? I see you in the building. So, you know, that's it, man. That's about the gist of it, homies. So I appreciate everybody coming through, man, to this episode of the High Altitude Show with your host, with the most, Dr. BoA, a.k.a. Book of Alpha running me, man. And as I stated before, man, I got some beard game tutorials coming up, man, because my beard, by the time the weather warms up, man, my joint going to be like Santa Claus, and I'm still going to be combing through it with that little fine-tooth comb, homie. Nobody does that. Black hair that you can comb through with a fine-tooth comb, homie, with some length to it. Come on, man. We talking, man, like my goatee, the point of my beard, man, is probably, man, that boy probably about 3 or 4 inches long, man. You know what I'm saying? The goatee part of my beard, man, is at least 3 inches long, man, probably 3.5. And I comb through it with a fine-tooth comb. South 214 side is in the building. What up, 214? Deuce no Quattro is in the building. SJ3 is in the building. What up, homie? Good to see you in the building, Brian. Salute to you, homie. So, you know, man, we just living the life up in here, man. We doing everything that we want to do in our lives. And that's just the way it is. So, you know, let's do a quick recap, man, before we get out of here, man. Today's topic was woman, man's addiction to and fear thereof. In other words, most men are afraid of or addicted to women. Number one was men too worried about dodging feminism. I heard some cats talking about AMS better watch his back because the women gonna get him. Number two, using the internet as a hiding ground to spew anger. Most of these cats are beta in their lives. Most of these cats are being run by women in their lives. Most of these cats don't have no power in their lives, no power over anything. And so they come to the internet, man, and this is the place where they can have power. They can be who they want to be. You know, they can be alpha if they want to be. They can be sigma if they want to be. They can be bosses if they want to be. They can be angry if they want to be. They can be monsters if they want to be. You can be whatever you want to be. You can be a child if you want to be. Hell, you put on women clothes and be whatever you can be, and be a transgender if you want to. You can do anything on the internet. Number three, not having enough emotional control in their real lives. What that does, man, is make them come out, man, and exude all type of emotional energy online. So they be the cats that be angry all the time, man, just going off, calling people all types of names, man. You know what I'm saying? I was on dude joint last night, man. He was on, man, dude was on that tipsy, man, sipping and drinking, man. Dude was on that, man, toe down, man, talking all crazy about everybody, man. You know, just saying all type of crazy things. And I'd be like, man, there's just too much feminine energy going on around here, man. So I'm just about to, I can't be supporting these dudes with this, man. The LBC, Long Beach is in the building. Got another homie from the West Coast in the building, man. So the homie SJ3 weapon NYC, we know that, man. SJ3 ain't never leaving NYC, man. All right, the homie brother Craig in Dallas right now. Number four, calling other men out on some stalker hater type shit, man. Like if you're on here, man, like if you making whole videos, week long rants about other dudes, man, or making the response videos to dudes that wasn't even talking to you, man. Come on, man. Listen, bro. The one time you've ever heard me do a response video, man, a cat came directly at me. And he had a nice following, man. So I figured, hey, man, it benefits me. I'm not doing that no more, man. Unless a cat, if a huge cat come at me, man, of course, I'm going to capitalize on the opportunity, man, to expand my brand. But otherwise, man, let me tell you something. I'll expand my brand on somebody else. Ain't nobody finna expand their brand off me, brother. I'm not finna give nobody no shine by name calling them, name dropping them on this here particular platform, man. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen. So, number 5, man, it's crazy. We can't even say black women on in the manosphere, man, without fear of retribution from them, from black women. Number 6, the manosphere is a man's space, but can be infiltrated by female agents. And without a whole lot of retribution. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't trolling, we ain't gonna do too much to them. You know what I'm saying? They can come in and be asking questions or asking a whole lot of questions about a whole lot of things, and they're right there, man. And you got somebody, man, that's gonna be answering questions, man. And like it's just they can just come in. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't got no guards at the door, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no guards at the door. Number 7, fighting and crying over women who don't belong to you. Man, I wish I would ever mention anything about anything any man is doing or saying with a woman that ain't my woman. You are a BoA. If you are out here having animosity and vitriol about a man with a woman that ain't your woman, unless you want her, I want that baby. Get it, get it, get it, get it. I wanna do it like this, do it like that. And once I get it, ain't no turning back. You turn me on and on. This feeling, girl, is so strong. My heart, girl, is on fire. Ooh, you're my desire. That's what these boys be singing, man. They come with that Keep Sweat, man. That's what they do, man. And they'll go crazy. They'll go bananas, man. I be like, damn, bro. Is it that serious to you, homie? Can't be that serious to you, homie. But I guess it is, man. So, number 8, not accepting the nature of women. Man, there's way too much of that going on, man. There's way too much of that going on. That like a dude be giving a woman 50 chances, man. I'd be like, bro, she the same as she was the other 49 chances you gave her. Why give her another one? But won't accept the nature, man. Won't accept the nature, man. Man, exactly, SJ3. What kind of Mickey Mouse is the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? Come inside, and I'm telling you, man, it's them boys on their Mickey Mouse Clubhouse action, man. They on their Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, man. I got it up, man. I got it up in if you go to my channel, man, and check the playlist, man. I got a playlist, man. I got the most alpha hip hop songs. I got the most alpha R&B songs. I got the most beta hip hop songs and the most beta R&B songs, man. I got them in playlist over there, man. What I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna open those songs up. I'm gonna try to see. I think I can. I'm gonna open those playlists up, man, and let y'all be able to add songs. I think I can let y'all add songs to those playlists, man. I think I can. I'm gonna check it out, man. And if I can, then I'll let y'all know when I can, man. Yeah, man, they believe in these wet dreams, man. I'm telling you, man. That's how they be living, man. It's crazy out here. So, number 10, either grouping all women in as saints or grouping all women in as sinners. Man, let me tell you something, man. There are some women that I've enjoyed spending time with. There are some women that I've enjoyed interacting with. There are some women that I've enjoyed just the energy of, man. You know what I'm saying? I've had some amazing times with some amazing women, brothers. The problem is that I was never willing to settle down with them. If I had been willing to, hey man, it would have been nothing but a thing. You understand what I'm saying? So I've had some amazing time with some amazing women. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'm having an amazing time with an amazing woman right now, currently. You understand what I'm saying? And I mean, even though, you know, her feminine energy does have a tendency to, you know, just push her nature to the forefront. And then I have to, you know, put on ice for a little while. But yeah, man, I'm having an amazing time. And I've gone through my life having an amazing time, man. So another thing is, man, and so you got these guys, man, you're either addicted to women and call them all saints, or you hate them and fear them and you call them all sinners. Now, but we're all sinners. So, I mean, let's be realistic about that. Number 11, wanting to believe that naywalks exist so much that you're falling for the okie doke. And falling for the okie doke is inevitable for you. A woman can tell you anything if you believe there's a naywalk. Because you want to believe that she may be the naywalk that your ass ain't never found yet. Find me a man who says he got the naywalk, beside the one J-Rock say he work with. Anybody else, man, if you know a man that's got a naywalk and he walks around, man, and he says she's, anybody in here who's ever found a naywalk, put one in the chat. If you never have, don't worry about hitting no numbers. I know ain't nobody gonna hit no numbers, so I'm gonna keep going on. Number 12, not being strong enough to resist your lust and making excuses for it. Like I told you, I had a homie, man, knock down 100 women in a summer, man. And when I cracked him about it, man, he said, man, in Africa, we had many wives. I said, nigga, yeah, in America, you ain't got no wives. You just knocking down random chicks, spreading your seed like you don't value it. Needless to say, we ain't homies no more. And number 13, man, lacking morals when it comes to other men's wives. And I don't just mean wives by legal marriage. If a man is in a cohabitation situation with a woman, that's his wife, man. He ain't got to be legally married. That's still his wife. And you have to understand, man, that you got to have a high moral fiber when it comes to that, man. Like, they ain't even worth it, bro. So I said I had a couple of naywalk till they switched up. Hey, that was a good one, homie. You know, if that's the case, I think we all have, man, had a couple of naywalks, man, until we realized that, you know what I'm saying, until we realized that they were AWOLs. You know what I'm saying? That was a good one, bro. That was top notch. So you just have to understand, man, that there are too many women in the world, man. Like it's obvious that marriages are ended at a high rate. You know what I'm saying? So there are too many women who aren't married in the world, man, to settle for another man's wife, man. It's just too many women, man. So let's go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. It's been a couple of hours, man. You know how I be trying to, you know what I'm saying, ride out this thing, man, after a couple of hours, man. And I ain't one of those cats that can stay on and do a marathon for 3 hours, man. Although, man, I may try to stay on for 3 hours, man, on New Year's Eve, man. I may come on at 9 Central Standard Time and stay on until midnight, man. I may do that. It's possible. NYC Evolved 88, the homie formerly known as Maurice Pierre, man. I appreciate that super chat, brother. Homie said, BoA, thank you. Brooklyn, NYC, love, man. Love from the BK, man. Love for the BK. Appreciate the super chat, bro. So yeah, man, I'm gonna do a 3 hour marathon. I think I should be able to do it, man. I'll be sipping something, man. So I should be able to do it on New Year's, man. On New Year's Eve, man. So New Year's Eve, man, be looking for the show, man. I'll be on at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, which will be 8 p.m. which will be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the East Coast, on the West Coast. So we're gonna make a longer show for the West Coast. And $10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be a long night for the West Coast, man. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a short night for the East Coast. Actually, we'll be off. I don't know, man. I got to see how the hell does that work? Now, it's got to be midnight the same. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about right now, man. Oh, yeah. So it'll be a little bit later, man, for the West Coast, man. No, I may come on later, man. I'll let y'all know, man, sometime this week, man. I may come on later and then just stay on long enough, man, for the homies on the West Coast, man, to get their New Year in as well. So I may come on at like 11 and stay on till, shit, I don't know about that. I may come on 11 and stay on till 2, man. I'll figure it out, man. Somebody gonna get New Year's. I'm gonna try to get everybody in, man, but if I don't, man, somebody gonna get it. We'll be on. But I'll let y'all know later on this week, man. So anyway, man, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. I appreciate all the super chats, man. Avoid the haters, avoid the fakers, avoid the betas. And as always, alpha's up, beta's down. Homies. Peace.